Good morning, my children, and once again, welcome back to your English class, the class of the teacher Jacob. For today, my children, we're going to start with another topic with the letter F. Now remember, yesterday we started with this new letter, capital F, for, let's see if you remember, okay, fish and the fat person. Now remember, fish, it's part of animals that are considered pets. Remember, the pets are animals that live inside our house. Recuerden que mascotas son todos esos animales que viven dentro de nuestras casas. For example, dogs, cats, birds, turtles, and of course, fish. And the fat person, remember, we discussed the physical body of people. Sometimes we can be tall, sometimes we can be short, other times we can be thin or fat. In the case of fat, in Spanish, gordo. Para gordo o fat, recuerden que estuvimos platicando acerca de cómo son las personas físicamente. Vimos que hay algunas que son altas, otras que son bajitas, otras que son delgadas, otras que son corpulentas. Corpulentos es decir, gorditos, otros que tienen rizos, otros que tienen el cabello liso, lacio, otras personas que son de tez blanca o tez morena. Recuerden que al final lo que importa es cómo somos, quiere decir que seamos buenas personas, que seamos personas que apoyemos a nuestras familias, a nuestros amigos y que nos comportemos bien. Al final, eso es lo que más importa. For today, we're going to continue with the letter F. Vamos a continuar con la letter F in its small form. La vamos a ver en forma minúscula. Remember, all letters, todas las letras, have two forms. Capital letters and small letters. For today, once again, with the letter F, we have two objects. We have the flower and the farm. Let's start talking about the flower. Now, flower belongs to the family of plants. Plants can also be considered grass, a tree, roses, okay, and flowers. Para las flores tenemos varios ejemplos que pues también son parte de esta familia. Tenemos lo que es el pasto, lo que son los árboles, ¿okay? Lo que son las rosas, ¿okay? Y por supuesto las flores también están en esa familia. Todos estos objetos, recuerden que nosotros los podemos encontrar en un jardín, en un patio o en un parque. The most important part of the flower is that, of course, begins with the small f. Another characteristic of the flowers is its color. There are many colors for flowers. The most common are, of course, the ones that are yellow, the ones that are purple, the ones that are pink, the ones that are orange. Pretty much every color that you remember and you know, there is a possibility that we can find a flower with that. Todos los colores que ustedes recuerdan, hay mucha probabilidad de que exista una flor con ese color. Let's continue with the farm. Now, for the farm, you may think about it as a house, but it's not a house. It's called farm. Farm in Spanish, una granja. Now, there was one video in which we talk about animals of the farm, including cows, horses, donkeys, pigs, rabbits that are jumping all the time. Those are animals of the farm. Una vez nosotros en uno de los videos que les he mandado platicamos acerca de animales de la granja. Recuerden que una granja es un lugar en donde tenemos varios animales que estos animales nos brindan algún producto. Por ejemplo, en el caso de las vacas, estas vacas pues nos brindan su leche para que ésta la podamos transformar y la mandemos a lugares para que la etiqueten, para que la envasen y de esa forma lleguen a nuestros hogares. Todos estos tipos de animales tienen una función en las granjas. Por ejemplo, los burros, donkeys, are animals that can carry heavy stuff or heavy objects. En el caso de los burros, pues a veces los tenemos en las granjas para que nos ayuden a cargar objetos que son pesados. Cada animal que pertenece a este lugar tiene su propia función. Y ya vimos ejemplos de estos animales. Platicábamos acerca de los caballos, de los puercos, de los burros, de las gallinas y por supuesto de las vacas, okay? So, remember, farm looks like a house, but it's bigger because we can put several types of animals of different sizes in it. Another characteristic of it is that the animals that live inside the farm, we have them because they can produce their own objects. Okay? Another characteristic that is very important is that the farm begins with the letter F. Excellent. Now, before I explain the activities of your teddy book, let's have our pronunciation exercise. Remember, for this, it's very important that wherever you are, you repeat after me with all of your energy. Let's start. Small F. Flower. Very good. Let's continue with the second object. Small F. Farm. Very good. Now, the activities of your teddy book, once again, appear right here. And we have two of them. First of all, the part of the flower, the part of the farm. For the flower, once again, the activity is divided in three parts. First, we have a small sentence. I will read it in a few seconds. Under, we have the illustration of the object, and under, we have the examples of the letter F that we have to trace with the pencil. Tenemos nuestra actividad, está dividida en tres partes. La primera tiene una pequeña oración que dice: There is a small flower. Hay una pequeña flor. There is a small flower. There is a small F. Hay una pequeña flor. Hay una pequeña letra F. Okay, very good. Under the sentence, we have the illustration of the flower, which we are going to paint it after we finish tracing the letters. Recuerden que lo más importante de la primera actividad es nuestro remarcado de la letra F. Después que hayamos terminado, ahora sí coloreamos nuestro objeto del día de hoy. Now, for the letter F, remember we have to trace it with our pencil, holding it properly. Tenemos que sujetarlo correctamente. While we are tracing, mientras nosotros remarcamos, remember, repeat the name of it. Mientras remarcamos nuestra letra, es importante que repitamos el nombre de esta. Small F. Small F. Small F is for flower. Flower is part of the garden. In a garden, we can find flowers, plants, trees, and roses. Flower begins with the letter F. Very good. After we finish with the tracing of the letters, we start painting the flower. Now for this, we can use any color that we want. Remember, a flower can have colors are as purple, as red, as yellow, orange, green, whatever color you want. Let's continue with the second activity of today, which is the farm. Once again, farm, it's a place where we can have animals that give us a special product. Recuerden que una granja es donde tenemos animales que nos van a dar un producto. Otra vez, chicos, como en el caso de las vacas, ellos nos dan leche. Cada uno de estos animales tiene su propia función en una granja. Now, we have a small sentence that says, dice nuestra pequeña oración, it is a small farm. Es una granja pequeña. It is small f. Es una pequeña o una f minúscula, una f minúscula. So, after the small sentence, we have the illustration of the farm. Tenemos la imagen de una granja. Under the illustration of the farm, we have the letter F. We have to trace the letters. Tenemos que remarcar las letras. Remember, repeat the name of it. Repetimos el nombre de la letra mientras remarcamos. Small f. Small f. Small f is for farm. A farm, it's a place where we can have animals like cows, donkeys, horses, pigs, and sheep. Farm begins with the letter F, small f. After we have finished tracing all the examples of the letter F, we continue painting the object. For the object, remember, for the farm, we can use several colors. If you want to use color orange, color brown, color red, there is no problem. Very good. So, that's it for today, my children. Remember, we already commenced with the letters of the alphabet, so it's very important that you practice them every day, as long as in the case of the numbers from 1 to 20, also including the vocabulary. Recuerden, chicos, ya comenzamos, ya vamos avanzando un poco más en las letras del abecedario. Recuerden, es importante seguirlas practicando en casita, al igual que la numeración del 1 al 20 y el vocabulario que hemos visto hasta el momento. We see you tomorrow with more information, more letters of the alphabet, more objects. Have an excellent afternoon. Take care. Goodbye.